Next item is the contract with LA Consultants. There's two, you have a copy of that as well. There's two parts to it. The contract is for number one, to come up with, develop Torrance County All Hazards Emergency Operations Plan, which is mandatory at the state level in order to be eligible for funds. Our EOP expires in February 2013, so it would be prudent to move forward and get this done by then. That way, when applications come out for SHISHCAP as well as EMPG next year, we can go ahead and fill out those applications and expect an allocation. The second part of it is to go with it, we have to do a functional exercise. Again, this is SHISHCAP and EMPG related. We have to do enact a functional exercise every year. So what we've done here is included that. Once we're done with the EOP, then we'll go ahead and test one facet of the EOP, which is the EOC, and then that way it ties together. So we'll develop the new EOP, and we'll have an exercise to validate.
Okay. Well put. Is there any questions? Are there any questions?
Do you have this in your budget?
Yes.
I don't have any questions.
Okay, at this time I'll call for a motion to approve the contract with LA Consultants.
So moved.
Thank you. Is there a second?
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes. Javier, before you leave, actually we have one more with you. Sub-grant agreement for the FY12 SHISHCAP grant. Present that, please.
Okay. So the SHISHCAP grant, this is the FY12. It's been awarded to us. It's there's two parts to it. There's a $40,000 217 portion, and then there's the competitive portion, which is being awarded only to one. We were fortunate enough to get it, $41,794.80. So this money will be used to help us with our narrowbanding and radio communications, towers, the whole 9 yards. Communications is what this money was applied for. We've been fortunate enough to get it, so we're going to go ahead and apply it towards that. Of course, everybody knows that the narrowbanding deadline is the end of the year, so this money has come out a second too late.
Thank you, Javier. Is there a motion for approval? Or any questions?
I've worked with the committees and the different entities with Javier on this, and it's kind of disappointing that we have to narrow it. It's mandated by the federal government, and any kind of money he can get to help, because it's going to be a very expensive trip down the road
I
for
agree.
diminished capabilities to communicate.
Thank you, Commissioner. I agree.
Madam Chair, may I make one comment?
Yes.
This grant agreement has not been before the grant committee, but there is a 25% match requirement of just under $14,000. But Javier did receive confirmation that that can be applied in kind.
Yes.
So on behalf of the grant committee, I would not have any concerns with this agreement.
Okay, thank you. So I'll now call for a motion.
So moved.
Thank you. Is there a second? Second. It's been moved and seconded. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes.
So I'm clear, the motion was to approve the grant agreement.
Yes, sir.
Just want to make sure the minutes like that.
So Javier, sometimes we don't get to see you because we know you're out and busy. Is there any update you'd like to provide us with? How's your department doing and all the efforts that you're putting forth?
We're doing well. The good thing is that the applications that I've submitted have all positively awarded. So that's really good. Something that was weighing on my mind was this narrowbanding issue. I wasn't sure if we were going to get all of the funding. Now that we have, it's a good thing. Also, the volunteer groups have been moving forward well. I'd like to, we're building a real nice support group here in Estancia. I'd like to revisit the Moriarty and then the Mountaineer groups as well very soon. I'd like to bring some training over to them through the Red Cross. And also, of course, working on a NIMSCAST report, which also determines, see, there's a lot of things that determine how much money you get. And the OP does, the NIMSCAST, how well you do. We did really well. We got 100% of our NIMSCAST, so our funding for next year is secure. So things are looking real well. I think over the long term, we'll have some funding coming in, but not enough, there's never enough. So.
Well, I'm very pleased with everything that you've been able to accomplish. I know we don't see you often, but that's a good thing. And we know that we don't want fires and emergencies to constantly have you at our meetings, but we appreciate your hard work.